Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Pleasant good night. Pleasant good night. I want to make sure first, before we even start, I want to thank you very, very much. What's happening is I have a friend of mine, her roof was gone. And so she reached out to me and she said, O'Neill, can you assist me as much as possible? I have assisted. I'm going to be assisting some more. And I did call out to you guys today to see exactly if y'all can donate. I want to thank you guys very much. Let me just give some thanks if you don't mind. I love giving thanks to people. When people assist me in something, I like thanking them. Sharon, thank you very much, Sharon Smith. Vlada, thank you very much. Vincent, thank you very much. Marquita, thank you very much. Sharon Wallace, thank you very much. Um, Mommy, thank you very much. Anonymous, thank you very much. James Harden, thank you very much. And of course, myself, I donate something. But thank you all very much for donating. If you can donate, consistently donate as much as possible as you can. Thank you very, very much for donating. I appreciate it. It doesn't matter what the number is. She's trying to get to 7 grand to see if she can pretty much buy they can get a roof back. That's what they're trying to do. The house is pretty much, caved in and all of that. So you saw it today, you saw the images. Me like do things that I know y'all see. This is an actual family. I know that we're helping versus us putting the money in our charity and then it goes nowhere. So that's the idea. I wanted to make sure I was helping an actual person who needed the assistance. So that's why I've done this. But thank y'all very much. Anyways, now that I've put the thanks together, let's run into tonight's skit. Let's go for tonight. So basically, Iman is being touted as the man of the hour. Apparently, Iman is being touted as the best in the world, the greatest thing to ever happen. So, you know what? Let's just jump into what we have going on here with Iman's story. Let's go.
Yeah, my dog. Oh, good.
I'm so happy when you're here.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy you happy. Let that make you happy.
You know what, Iman?
What's up, baby?
I just really want to thank you.
For what?
Like, I'm so grateful for you.
When you say you're grateful for Iman, what does that mean? And Kai in the background talk. Going from now till tomorrow morning. When you say you want to thank him, what do you mean? The interviews welcoming. It was a long day. Whole heap of long skits and a whole heap of long stuff. What do you mean when you say you want to thank Iman? Because I get it. Iman comes in, but how does Iman drop into the whole idea? You see, again, you know what I mean? She's playing a role that I vehemently don't like. You know what I mean? That's just it. Am I gonna keep the donating up? Yes, I'm going to keep it up on the channel to make sure that you guys, if you donate, I'm gonna keep it up so y'all can see it. It's actually helping an actual family, and yeah, I'm gonna start one family at a time. I can't do everybody, and I'm not Jeff Bezos, and I've accepted that. But hey, if I can help one or two persons, then hey, I'll be okay. I'm okay with those things, knowing some help one or two families. The rest I will have to leave to God, but God knows our heart.
I'm sorry.
I'm grateful for you, too.
Come on, boo. I mean, everything that you do for us, or just the fact that it's not just me who you accept, but you accept my son. And
Hey, man, kids, my North Star. That's what I like to do, man. Make it a priority, be about the kids. Try and put my kids first. And then it seemed like everything, the blessings, just everything fall into place. Like, it's crazy. Like, you think when you're having a kid, like, all this trouble is gonna come. And it seemed like they just kind of line everything up. They make you be consistent.
So I remember I said to you guys the other day that I said that Iman will make a great playmate for Kai. I keep telling you all this because Iman, people who smoke weed tend to just be very much into a very, what you call it, playful state. Just like you see Iman loves Snoopy and stuff like that. I can imagine Iman eating a bowl of cereal, watching cartoons with with all of that. So I can pretty much see stuff like that happening. Yes, Faith in Substance, I do have family in Jamaica, and I have someone, asking me for assistance. I put a link up in the comments to donate for her GoFundMe, seeing if we can get them a roof. Um, Let me see what's going on. Shayla is full of of you know what. I hope Anthony went back into court building to get the papers drawn up. And remember, he looked back at the building after he walked off. She's pathetic. She is pathetic. To be very, very, the levels that she's going at don't make no sense to me, none at all. Vanet, why he hasn't purchased a house yet nor paid the bills? He knows she has no job, and this is not and this is no Section 8. Aunt needs to only pay support for the child. She used aunt money to purchase food for Iman. Yeah, so see, is these things will make you very upset. It is when mothers makes it look like a man is not taking care of a child, because it at most way that way. They make it look like the man not doing anything at all for the child, and it's just it really is terrible as to what she's doing, and it's terrible as to what she's doing. But sadly enough, they do it. They do it.
They make you, aspire to do more. You know what I mean? So, man, it's great to see that. I'm fascinated looking at you as a mom. You make me proud.
It's just the fact that you really care and you have to. It really means a lot to me because my son needs this type of male presence.
Her son needs male presence. So hold on. So you block the actual father and then says, hey, he needs male presence in his life. He's lacking in male presence. You see that? She actually blocks the actual father and then says, hey, he's lacking male presence. So let me go get a male presence from somewhere else. I know this is tough to watch, ladies, and it look unbelievable. It looks unbelievable. It look like there's no way this can happen. But what if I just tell you that O'Neill has seen this before? He's just seen this. Apparently we're missing something. I hope Anthony goes to the courts. I don't know if maybe what I'm wondering if based on what Amber is doing right now, it will motivate Anthony to go to the court. Do you believe that what Amber is doing will motivate Anthony to go to court? That's my question. Will that motivate him to go to court? Maybe that's the question right now, because it's like, it's the levels. It's just the levels of no, you know what I mean? It really is sad. It really is sad. But if Anthony have to go to court, then do it, because Shayla is going to make Kai hate the dad without even knowing the truth. And that's just the thing. Like, it does happen. It's just it tough. It is extremely, like I tell y'all before, I've run into an instance before in my own time of raising my own kid, where it make it seem as though O'Neill was like a deadbeat dad that did nothing. And when I told you guys that I had to sit down with my daughter and showed her pictures of the both of us together from she was smaller until she was bigger, for her to understand that there's nothing like that going on. It took me, and it didn't take the mother long to do that either. All it took her was about 1 year of having the daughter by herself. It took her 1 year to plant an entire seed and make it look like O'Neill was never there. So it happened. Then me know so it happened. That's kind of why it's such one of those stories where you listen to it and you're like, man, it always gets me all the time. It gets me all the time. The way Shayla is talking, invoke a visitation custody battle. Court is on the rise. It has to be on the rise. Based on how she's talking, court has to be on the rise.
I like being around little man. And I appreciate you letting me be around.
Yeah, it's like when all the stuff first happened, I really just feared losing my family. Like, I feel like I put that over my faith. But now that you're here, I just feel like everything is amazing again. And I really, really appreciate you so much. Thank you. You gotta leave?
Yeah, I gotta leave.
Oh, where are you gonna go?
I'll see you a little later. Don't
See
you
me
worry about
later.
it. Yeah, always later, never goodbye. Always later.
Okay. All I can say at this point is I think y'all are saying the same thing I'm saying too. Maybe there's court on the horizon. That's a good question. Do you think that court is on the horizon? You know what I mean? Is that what's going on? Are they about to like show us court? Because I thought there's going to be something with the name change, right? I think maybe they're gonna do stuff with the name change, but I don't know. I don't know. Like it's just it's tough. This Bigfoot girl stopping Anthony from seeing Kai. Shayla is a wicked witch of Skitland. Iman will soon see for himself who she actually is. Exactly. Look, I'm not an Anthony fan, but stopping the man from seeing him kid and then saying in the interim, while he's paying all the bills, that he is this deadbeat dad that has done nothing. To them, listen to her, you'd think that she's alone in all of this. The woman says she's alone. This man is paying for the rent of the place and she's alone. It just it mind boggling. But it does happen. He's leaving to go and meet with Delicia. Y'all think you're meeting Delicia. I don't think nothing going on yet because they haven't showed us anything yet. Nanya, yep, my point mentioned earlier that they gave us no skit leading up to it because what we saw today was meant not to be a big deal or a big reveal, but close to a loose end. Just close a loose end. Okay, that's what you're thinking of. That them close a loose end to this. In other words, y'all are thinking that what we saw today was just closing a loose end. This is crazy, Shayla. This crazy talking that Shayla does will ruin Kai's relationship with his dad. That is correct, Steph Lee. That are the thing with them thing here. It does ruin these things. Where does he think she's getting money from? That more I know too. More I know where she get the money from because she doesn't work. Shayla has Kai around Iman, but running Anthony. That's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. So she has put the baby around one person. At this point, I think this is what I believe is going to happen. I think Anthony will be forced to go to court. Anthony, Anthony, that's all right. Hey, will be forced to go to court. Thank you very much for that, Nanya. But yeah, it just me just as sure you say I just saw them thing that happen. You have women that it's tough. It's one of those tough things to even reason out and talk about. But yes, there was a time when I literally had to sit down with a kid and literally I had to show her images of her being young, like meaning she being born, and she sees image of how far it has been coming from. Something have to do that. Good thing me have receipts them. Me never have receipts, me have trouble. At this point, only we cannot say that. Anthony could have put in the court dockets hearing today when he was in court and he did not do it. Hmm. But based on what? Based on what happened today, you sure? If Iman leaves Shayla right now, Shayla would allow him to see Kyle. Probably not. She'll do the same thing again. Never file for a court hearing. Mary, where you say Mary? Shayla don't require much from Iman, but requires the universe from Anthony, which is strange. It's strange. It is extremely strange. She requires the world, the earth. You must get, you know what I mean, things from whatever it is. Do I gotta get water from the moon? Is that what I gotta do to make you love me? Make you love me? You have to get water from the moon, basically. You're right, Mary. You have to go get water from the moon. He has to do this. He have to roll over a couple of fences and do a bunch of things. It's almost like joining the army. I swear, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Let me get to the thing. I agree, O'Neill. Anthony is going to be pushed into a corner and be forced to go to court to get shared custody. That's what I think is going to happen, Anthony. I think that she's forcing him to go to court. Like she have forced him. I think Wayne wants to take things into a different direction, away from any more court stuff. But I think it's falling flat with the viewers because of how they mismanaged this storyline. I think so. I think so. He's trying to see if he could have sneaked off with something else, the anti reviews, but I don't think it went fly with the audience because it's still not flying with us. It not fly. It just doesn't fly with us at this point. At this point, a lot of people are just watching to see Anthony and Amber come on and say a good moment, and that's about it. Because they don't want to see the same thing of Shayla not getting any level of accountability because that part of things is unrealistic. And I feel like satisfying the viewers would work. Either that or it is that he's milking it. Then he brings us that when, you know what I mean, the horse gone through the gate essentially. So I don't think you're far off. Shayla is terrible. I just don't understand why they're making her get away with treating him this way. I don't know. I just don't know. Can you imagine O'Neill? You have to be showing your child that you're really his dad. That is really sad. I would never do that to my but that's what it is. I had to go onto Instagram, right? And I had to go through a bunch of other photos that I have. Yes, I understand it's tough. You have to show the youth that you were there all this time. Because the mother would say, well, hey, you haven't done anything. The kid not do nothing. Okay, let me work this out for you. Well, yet I think as I mentioned this when I was talking to Faith is a Substance. When I was growing up, my mother did the same thing. She make it look like my father doesn't do anything at all. It is as I grow older and I sat down and thought about it. And I thought about the times I went there. And I thought about when my father would have our shoes and he would give me the shoe because that's all him have. Him couldn't buy a shoe, so him give me one of his shoe. Or when him have money in him pocket and all him have was a certain amount of when we sit down as a grown man and I started to work out him situation in my head and put myself in his shoes, that's when I understand it. And then I said, oh, it's not that he didn't do anything, it's just that that's what him could have done. That's how I realize. But it take me a while to realize that. But I'm just showing how it is. Now imagine if I wasn't so understanding and was like any other youth who just think that them want them and them want theirs. No, like JG Wetworth. you know? You know what some people say? It's my money and I need it now. It's so what if I was like, the JG Wetworth commercial? You know what I mean? It would have been something different. It's the same thing. I don't think at this point, I even if no black, I think that. I'm not even sure. I think they sometime are milking it. Today's court date did not close the loose and it is the beginning of a new contentious narrative with Amber, Anthony, and Shayla. LNR, I think you're onto something. So this is a fair statement. You think it creates something new. You think it builds something new. Even if it is how Shayla will win, even if it is how Shayla will win, this is one-sided. How Shayla never loses. When is Shayla going to get her karma? Come on, Wayne. I'm hoping he does shows this. Like that's the deal. Mismanagement of the storyline. I agree. Yes. I think the anti reviews is right in that they're mismanaging the storyline. Like I said before, the karma for Shayla should have already come so that they could have crescendoed it and start the building again. But them not do that. They didn't do that. So now people are still waiting on the karma. So them can't build. They're trying to rebuild the characters, then, but you can't really build the character until the characters has had high peaks and low valleys. You have to have a high peak in the writing and low valleys. I wish I could have write some of this stuff for them because at least I would have probably put some stuff in there that would have make sense. If I could have written it for them, if you want, guys want to tell them right now, you can tell them. Should O'Neill write? Should O'Neill be a part of the writing team? I haven't written a whole play in a long time. But if I was writing the skit, the deal is this. The Amber character is now being received by a lot of people. Why? Because the Amber character has seen very high highs, extremely high highs, where she is cheating. We say, no, because me too much, me too macho. You see, she's so extremely She went to the point where she extremely thinks she's on top of the world and she do a bunch of different things. So when she was extremely low and feeling very depressed, that's a very broad range. So what it does for the Amber character is it makes you respect the character. You now more want to be invested in what the character does next. So she has a very broad range. The Shayla character has a very soft range because all we see is Shayla being sassy, being rude, and no one checks her and nothing gets happened and she doesn't get put in her place. No. They also are giving us Anthony being very naive, right? And I think that's what they're trying to play for with Anthony, that he's a very naive businessman, right? Or a businessman who's thinking something different. Whatever it is that he's thinking, I'm not sure what he's thinking. Or a businessman who thinks he has the control, but him don't really have the control. Maybe that's what they're trying to show us. But the problem with the Anthony character and the problem with the Anthony storyline is that it becomes unrealistic because the woman starts to do very unusual things that by now a man would not have sat down and take all of that. That is the problem with Anthony character. If they never had made it like that, then would have been something different. But yes, maybe need some macho-ness. I like that they're doing the Amber character. I look forward to exactly. You start now to look forward to the Amber skit now because Amber has been written properly. Them properly write the Amber character. You now starting to trust the character. That naivety is gone. All of the little thing is gone. Now maybe they're doing the same thing with the Anthony character that they did with the Amber character, where they make where they're not going to make Anthony naive before they make him become much more wiser. Maybe that's what they're doing. Not sure. Lynette, I have to remember these are skits, but it's just poorly presented. Yeah, hey, no, we love it. So we know they're skits. Trust me, we know they're skits, guys. I know the women like Shayla, and it takes a long time for them to get their karma. I know women like Shayla. Okay, wow, interesting. So what Stephanie is saying she know women like Shayla, and it takes a long time for them to get their karma. It's a good question. So they must say it take a while to get them karma. Well, I think, okay, here's the difference. While a woman like Shayla exists, right? I think this is what I would say to this. While a woman like Shayla exists, which takes a while to get her karma, the problem is that you have viewers who are watching, and the viewers want to see the karma. The viewers want to see some correction. The viewers want to see something happen. Like, for example, by now, Anthony should have gone to court. There's no reason for him not to go to court by now, or to even start putting in court papers, which is possible. No, they could say the name change is why the custody thing don't come into play. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe that's what they're saying. But again, they might be writing the skits this way so people get work, because that's really what I think they're doing. They're milking the story. At the end of the day, they're milking the story. That's really what's going on. That's what's going on. Anthony's being led by the light skin and not God. Led by his light skin and not God. He definitely is being led by something else and not that. Only I believe they are changing Anthony's character, but they're doing it step by step. They're letting Amber lead Anthony into the right direction. That's why I said maybe they're doing the same thing that they did to Amber. Y'all remember how long it took Amber for change? It took Amber about two. How long did it take Amber for? Let me ask that question. How long did it take? Let's take a poll on this. How long did it take Amber to change? Because Amber changed. Amber is not as naive as before. How long did it take Amber to change? In y'all's estimation, how long did it take Amber to change? Because this is a fair comment. Angela, it's a very fair comment. How long did it take? Based on y'all's thing, how long them take? I would, so I was about to say that. Nancy be the scratcher. The funny thing is, I was about to say that timeline. So I think we maybe answer something. You said 2 years. 2 years. Let me see why y'all giving it. A year. How long them take for change? I like the fact that they're communicating better. It take a while for them change the entire thing. It took them a minute. I just made a year viewing. Okay, congratulations. Thank you very much for viewing me for so long. One journey. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. A whole year. I think Nancy be the scratcher is correct. It's like about 2 years it take Amber for change. Remember, the whole cheating episode has been going on for a while. Amber has been naive since then. Amber has been naive from, think about it, from the night when Shayla followed Anthony home. That's how long Amber has been naive. So about 2 years. It's about 2 years. Amber has been very naive. So can you imagine? We probably have 2 years of Anthony being naive. God. Amber started to change when she married Anthony. But she still kept Shayla around. That's what I'm saying. How long it took her to change. In other words, how long it took naivety to go away. When we say change, we are talking about the naivety. Because the naivety caused Amber to be where she is. The naivety. And yes, I guess they probably could put the other little parts in it. Amber has the highest number of followers in the skits. She's very popular of the skits as well. Yes, because by now her range is so wide, it's believable and people can identify with it. Only we the viewers need to pay attention. Wayne is starting to make him and Shayla character look good while downplaying Amber and Anthony characters, but not realizing the leopard doesn't change. We are paying attention to it. That's exactly why people are resisting it. That's why people are resisting the okay. Where's me too? There's me too macho. Nanya says, "Yeah, you are too macho. I have to keep you in." Oh my gosh, Nanya, me can't believe I said this. Is O'Neill too macho to write the skits? Is O'Neill too macho to write the skits? I can't believe Nanya really said this stuff. Nanya, what wrong with that? You need some manliness in the thing. And two for no. Nanya, space is the place, Nanya. Yeah, oh yeah. Nanya, you need a real man to view all these videos, Nanya. You need a real writer man. The macho man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. Step into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah. I must say, only too macho. Eh? Step into Nanya, you're saying I'm too macho. Nanya says I'm macho, and I said, oh yeah, go left, go left, go left. And I says, look, and she says right there, brother, and it's gonna be the time and the place, Nanya, that I don't know. I said, oh yeah. Nanya says go right and I'm going left. Space is the place, Nanya. Oh yeah. And when I looked, Nanya, and I saw the writing was on the wall. Nanya said, only you too macho. Zanet, I love your comment, Zanet. Thank you very much. Them so only like right, this kid them too macho. Do you think only but Nanya, I cannot believe this. You believe I'm going to abuse the ladies in the skits, Nanya? I will never do that. Amber hasn't changed. She still stayed with her cheating husband because of her insecurities. I beg to differ from this. I think Amber has changed. I beg to differ from this. I think this can be argued. Is it Demetria? Demetria, I think we can argue Amber changing. Amber definitely has changed. Amber has changed. Amber has done a way more than before. Okay. Evidence of Amber changing. If Amber hadn't changed, she would have slept with Wayne. If Amber hadn't changed, she'd have slept with Victor. If Amber hadn't changed, she'd have slept with Kelvin. If Amber hadn't changed, man, no. Yes, I see this insecurity that you're talking about, but changing wise, no, 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 no. I'm Amber change. No, 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 no. Amber change. Amber has changed. I'm sure Amber has changed. Yes, Nana, if you notice, he goes to Amber for answers. No, instead of Wayne and Chase, because he's not trusting the rest of them. Amber has become much wiser in her movements of things. We are more changing, man. Chase party are going with lots of things. I saw Chase's party, which is very interesting. There's so much things to watch in it. Um, I saw Nanya, let me see your comment on the thing. Nanya says, yes, Petit, I do. I love my brother O'Neill, but yes, that macho. Nah, you gotta include the. Well, maybe you listen. Maybe some males need to write the male parts of the skit because there is too much. There are too many soft men in the skits. I'm gonna like that. There are too many soft men. Too many soft men. The man them too soft. Listen to me. Girl a complain say the man too soft, and I say the real man them too short. Search my search and now she so loud. When me tell her this too long, hey girl bring it come make me rough it up for ya. Could I search some go for love gear? So fine baby love me love see ya. White man it. The man them too soft, Nanya. The men are too soft. The men are too soft. Do you agree or disagree? One for yes and two for no. Nanya, this is exactly what I need to write. Two for no. The men are too soft. The man them too soft. And the woman them a complain. Girl a complain said the man too soft. And I said the real man them too short. The man, listen to me, man. No way. No way. No way. So that's the deal right now. So that's why I'm needed. I am needed. The men are too soft, Nanya, because that's why O'Neill is needed, Nanya. You need a man like O'Neill to write a couple skits where the men be men. Real man. The men are punks in the skit. At this point in time, might as well cut off the stuff them and throw it to just like what you call the lady again? What is the name of the penis lady? The lady that cut the stuff. What is the name of the penis lady? You know, somebody tell me today. What is the name of the? When I wait for the album, I'm supposed to be recording something. I think probably Monday. I may record the show for y'all. What is the name of the penis lady? What is the name of the penis? What is the name of the penis lady? Ladies, I need to be writing. Start writing. Submit. Many of you write. What's the name of the penis lady? Bobbit. There she is. Bobbit. Miss Bobbit. Bobbit, yes. So unless y'all are wanting, and we don't want a Bobbit business. Bobby, whatever she name, the penis lady. What's she name? Loriana Bobbit. Whatever she call she Bobbit pretty much. She Bobbit round and then the penis lady. You think we can't believe I said it, Stephanie. Stephanie says O'Neill TV. You might write Shayla and Angelina getting beat up somehow. Hmm. Is Stephanie correct? No way, man. I don't know. Let me think about it. Get a couple people for boss ass. I mean tushies. I shouldn't say that alone. I apologize, viewers. I'm not supposed to use that. Get a few women. I would write a scene in there where they go to Jamaica. What do you mean, Stephanie? Is this true? The man them not a backbone. The men are jelly back. So O'Neal need to write the man them. So the man them back now full of jelly. The men's backs have been. Let me see if I can find a little lady we talk about the jelly back man. The man them back are jelly, and people can't take the jelly backness right now. The jellyback man them. You know what we're talking about, ladies. Don't act like y'all don't know what we're talking about. The jellyback man them. People don't want to see a bunch of jellyback men. They don't want to see the jellyback men. People don't want to see this. Ladies don't want to see the jellyback. If you know Jamaicans, you know Jamaicans will talk about jellyback men. Let me see if we can find this series, the jellyback. Jellyback man. Don't play with Jamaicans. The one thing Jamaicans don't do is jellyback men. Let me see if I can find the lady where she said jellyback. Eh?
Man a man. Man must stand up like man. Man must act like man. Man must behave like man. Man must take decision like man. Eh? You weak jellyback. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Me not deal with jellyback man. Me love man, we a man. We stand up like man. We talk like man. We act like man. We behave like man. Man a man.
Man a man. I'm going to tell you something. Say, me no look a normal man, you know. When me born, my mother knows me going to be a man, so she call me Des man. You see, me start grow up in life. The way me ugly as a man, them call me ugly man. So Des man and ugly man are two that in a one. You see, when me bust in the music business, call me Ninja man. 3 man is a stout and me better than dragon. Me are the original front teeth, gold teeth, Dan Dragon.
There you go. Man. Let it go right there, so. This is what we're talking about. That is what it is right there, so. Where's Nanya? Where is Nanya? Nanya, this is why I mean to write the skits them, because we're tired of seeing the underneath, you know, see the jellyback man them. The man them a jellyback. The man them back a jelly. The man them back full of jelly, Nanya. Jellyback, man for be man. That is how it work, Nanya. Welcome to the land of Jamaica. Man is man. Jelly back. Yes, ladies, you need to start using that phrase. The men are jelly back. Don't play with it, do the thing. When you can't come a Jamaican thing, so when you can't come work this little thing. Jamaican man are different something. We are man. Either you're a man or you're a man too. Nanya, you need a real man like me for write it. A real man. Real man, Nanya. You don't have no idea. What do you mean you have no idea, Petite? The lady says that a man is a man. A man must walk like a man. A man must talk like a man. And it is not no offense against anybody else. Don't come to my channel for come use this for say that O'Neal is trying to attack any community. We are talking about man. We are talking about man. And for us it is man must walk like a man for talk like a man for act like a man. You don't want a weak man if the man is a jelly back. It means him back soft. Him not on a backbone. That's correct. He's a jelly. It's the same thing. Yes, Destiny. Jelly back. He's a jelly back because he has no bone, no spine. That's why he's a jelly back man. The only man, Nanya. Man and woman a done it. Or upon the thing and every brother said, man and woman a done it. Don't play with the thing, Nanya. But anyways, guys, it is what it is, you know. Too much soft jelly, but man, are true. I mean, the men them, man, them a jelly, but the man them weak. Wayne has written the men weak. The men have been written weak. Laurie and Bobbitt, eh? And that is a Rico DIY, Laurie and Bobbitt. Me say she a Bobbitt, you know. Sharp. So, yeah, the men are written weak. The men are written to be weak. That's my only problem. The men are written to be weak, and I don't like that. Only need to write in a woman needs to write, okay? need to write next week next to you. So keep the balance. The simp men need to go off this. So now you know I'm writing a skit. You know what? I mean, Nanya, time for me write some skit now, man. Anthony do need to go to court on it. He doesn't need to go to court, Arita. He doesn't need to go to court. Who else is ready to see Shayla's karma? We're all ready to see Shayla. I don't think it's just you alone, Tricia. Tricia, we're all ready to see Shayla's karma. We just haven't seen it yet because again, that's what we're talking about, the writing, and I think that the writing needs a little bit of work. We all want to see it. Trust me, Tricia. We all want to see it. Like I said before, if Wayne had crashed the Shayla character, he would have gotten a better build up now. Because now that she crashed, you want to see how is she going to rise. People like a good rising story. But keeping her as this, what you call it now, villain for the end of time, that's a problem. But then I guess they could say that if we crash the character, then that's it. You'll never watch her again. And I don't think so. I don't think so. No writing female scripts. You know I'm right for the woman them. Nadia says you know I'm right for the woman. Wayne's World is all that matters at this point. Basically, Wayne have all the men acting like punks. Exactly. And I don't like it. That's something I like about it. To make Wayne look good, he is no prize. Bethany's having nightmares once again. Oh boy. Bethany, I was issue now. One journey, we say one journey. A weak man is writing them. Oh, interesting. Is a weak man writing the male skits? Interesting. That's probable. That's probable. Maybe you have a weak man write them for you. You have a man who don't really have certain things, maybe. Only but Wayne doesn't realize is that although he writes Anthony as a jellyback, he needs to realize he's a womanizer jellyback too. He is, and that's why I'm saying no, it's just it's one of them like a thing there. Steph Lee, you know me, sir. How you know, Mr. Steph Lee? Norma. Only would write Shayla getting left in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. I would write Shayla being left in Jamaica, yes. And complaining. I would have definitely written her in Jamaica complaining. I won't lie about that. Wayne will get what? Wayne will get what's coming to him with Tamira. I can't wait. You think so? Tamira is the next victim. Tamir is about to get a business. Honestly, Trisha, the only thing going to happen is that Tamir going to get a business. She going to be with Wayne, and that's about it. Nothing going to happen to Wayne. This is Wayne's skit. Or a male-centered woman is writing these skits. Must be. Because obviously, whoever is writing it has no good sense of what a man is supposed to be doing. So I agree with your destiny. Is either is a weak man writing it or a male-centered woman is writing the skits. It must be. Deontay Shayla crashed for 2 seconds, then rise her back up. Look how long Amber crash out compared to Shayla crash out. And that is the reason why the hate is on the Shayla character that much, because the character never gets corrected. But then I guess they're saying, if them crash her out, where do they go with the character? Would you watch her? Okay, if they crash the Shayla character, would you watch it? If they crashed the Shayla character, would you watch her? That's a good question. Would you watch her? If them crash the Shayla character, would you watch her? He emasculates men. Yeah, them emasculate the men them too much. Me not like that part of the skit because they make it not real. You know what I mean? Like them don't make it as real. Or maybe them they weren't prepared for a male audience because there's so many women watching it and them think that they're going to, what would I say now? They think that they're going to offend women. But I think them offend the women more by seeing the men not standing up, which is interesting. They really offend women more by seeing that. Or maybe they're saying it's a woman's world. Do you think that's what the writers are saying? That you know what, this is a woman's world, and the truth is that's what the world is these days. It belongs to women. Are the writers saying that it's a woman's world? Think about it. Are they saying it's a woman's world? Because the truth is, ladies, don't get upset. The truth is, it is a woman's world now. The pendulum has swung to feminism, and you can't really deny that. You can't deny that. The truth is, all right, think about it. If a woman say a man do something to her, him go in jail. Chances are he's going to jail. Is this it? Just like what Shayla has going on. The woman getting what she want these days is not like before. Is this true? You touch a woman, you go in jail. You talk too hard to a woman, you go in jail. You scream at a woman and putting up on the internet, you go in jail. They might get Lorna Babbitt to take off, whatever. Is this what they're saying? Maybe they're saying it's a woman's world. Think about it, guys. Me no know. Maybe them is a straight that. Me no know. The strength of a woman and the weakness of a man. Lionel says maybe they're showing the strength of a woman and the weakness of a man. Are they though? The weakness of a man? Like when? Because all them are show is all the weakness of the man. I don't see the strength of the man. But you might be onto something. Anyways, friends, a mini live. We gone on long. What were they? 47 minutes. All right, friends. At sleep time. Hopefully they give us something good tomorrow. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Remember, for the people who can do their donating, go ahead and donate. Thank you very much for donating and consistently assisting with the family. Assist me. Thank you very much as I assist other people as well at the same point in time. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. I'm looking forward. We're gonna do this together. Have a good night. All right. Love you.